Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel Baddison Intuitive Tarot. In today's reading I'm taking a look at your love life for the month of July 2023, but first I would like to personally wish you a happy birthday. I adore you guys. I even drew you some birthday balloons coming out of your claw, even though it looks like a three-eyed cyclops. Hey, I failed kindergarten art. It's A for effort, right? So in today's reading I'm going to pull a 7-card spread, see who's coming towards you this month with romantic intentions. I'll find out how they feel about you. I'll take a look at their behavior towards you. That's a big one. I'm going to dive deep into the behavior aspect because let's be real, if someone's not being nice to you or treating you poorly, why are you giving them your attention in the first place? So I'm going to dive into their behavior extra. I'll also take a look at what's in your blind spot, things that could be negatively impacting your connection with this person that you may not be aware of just yet, whether you're doing it, they're doing it, or something external seems to be pulling you guys apart from each other for whatever reason in July. If that's the case, I'll find out in today's reading, followed by your advice. So let's begin, Cancer. Spirit, please connect me with Cancer today. First, the Moon card wanted to hop out, Cancer. Now the Moon card is all about insecurities, deception, secrets, illusions, people feeling left in the dark. But in this art depiction, it shows me someone holding a mirror in their hand and the moon reflecting back at them, which is telling me that somebody in this situation, whether you or your person, is acknowledging that they're being self-deceptive. They're acknowledging, yeah, I'm keeping secrets. I know I'm doing this. I know I'm doing that. You know, being very aware of their behavior. So if someone does something that hurts one's feelings, they can't say, hey, I didn't realize I was doing that. No, they did. We'll see. 7-card spread for Cancer, please, in their romantic love life for July 2023. 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my birthday babies. Okay, so the person you're going to be connecting to the most romantically, what's their feelings for you in July? We have the Strength card. This is Major Arcana for Leo. Their intentions with you in July. The Ace of Swords, air energy coming through. Their behavior towards you in July. The 9 of Wands. Now Cancer, when I see the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Swords together, it's screaming last man standing. Somebody in this situation, whether you or this person, feels like they are the last man standing. Feels like they're the last person putting in the effort, the last person reaching out to see how the other person is doing, the last person to really give a shit about the status of the relationship. Okay? I'll find out more on who is actually doing what in a moment, but I'm definitely getting the vibe that someone in this situation is acknowledging one person is doing the work while the other person is just there. Okay, and I'm looking at this card and it shows me a whole bunch of mountains in the far distance, and mountains talk about obstacles, you know, reaching obstacles in a relationship that test the strength of a relationship. Like if you guys are compatible with each other and meant to be together, you can overcome any freaking obstacle that life brings you. But if one little minor setback, one minor argument can derail a relationship and, you know, separate two people from their relationship, then you guys weren't meant to be. So someone here is acknowledging that there's some obstacles up ahead for the two of you, and they're trying to figure out if they've got the strength to overcome them, because they have a lot of passion for you. They have a lot of loyalty to you. Because if you look at the Strength card, Cancer, it's Leo energy, and Leo rules the heart. So someone's heart is loyal to this relationship right now. They want to give to it. Okay? What's your feelings for this person? The World card. Now, the World card can be read in many different ways in regards to feelings. It could represent you feel like a cycle has ran its course with somebody and you feel like something is over. Another way could be you feel like your relationship with this person is reaching a new level where you guys are coming out of a very difficult situation, becoming stronger together. Like you guys are getting through your first obstacle together or your second obstacle together, and it's making you guys feel like, wow, if we can handle that, we can handle many more things to come. Okay, this is where clarifying is going to help me. What's in your blind spot? Judgment, major for Scorpio. Now, what's in the blind spot, what could be negatively impacting your connection with this person in July, is that the both of you is not taking accountability for something that you both has done. I don't know if my grammar is on my side today, because I'm looking at this card and it shows me someone pointing the finger at somebody like, yeah, you did this, you did that. But what's reflecting back at that person is the reflection in that trumpet, right? As if to say, hey, take that finger you're pointing and redirect it at yourself, because you can only judge yourself. So it's definitely telling me that in July, something's going to happen between you and this person where you and your person is going to point the finger at each other for why something is happening the way it's happening, why there's an obstacle in the first place. It's going to be a lot of he said, she said stuff. And it might even be another person jumping in to point the finger, like a friend of a family, things like that. But it's definitely telling me that everyone needs to be accountable for something in July. Everyone needs to own up to their own BS. All right. The Judgment also represents reconciliations. So if there has been, you know, a stalemate between you and somebody, or you guys are just not talking right now, there is a chance to reconcile communication to see if you guys can clear the air, Ace of Swords, or figure out how to move past this obstacle. Remember, this is for July. We're not even in July yet. It's June 28th. So this may not even have happened yet. You guys could be all hunky-dory right now, freaking walking down the street holding each other's hands with an ice cream cone and be fine today, but in a couple days, this obstacle could happen and you're gonna be faced with, how are we gonna get through this? Can we move past this? Can we work through this together? Or is this enough to break us up, right? So, what's the potential outcome for Cancer and this person in July? The Ace of Cups. So it's telling me that love will prevail. Love will win in this case. This is showing me that two people care about each other enough, have deep emotions for each other enough. The love is just pouring out to where I feel like you and this person are passing a test this month. This month you guys are passing a test. For some of you, I'm getting that something happened maybe 9 months to a year ago, and it's playing out in July. Like you guys have been possibly dating for the last 9 to 12 months or so, and something was happening throughout the last few months, and now in July something is being dealt with head on, no longer sweeping something underneath the rug. But if that's not the case, and you haven't known that person that much longer than that, I feel like if this is a new person in your life, Cancer, they're testing your relationship this month on how much endurance you guys have. For example, when you have a relationship that is rock solid, you know, think of the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a stable relationship that is developing, and the Ten of Pentacles is a rock solid relationship. So many, you know, obstacles can be thrown at the Ten of Pentacles family, and they're still going to be rock solid together because they got each other's back. They care about each other enough to weather the storm. It's rock solid. The littlest thunderstorm isn't going to crack this rock. But say a connection is just built off of fiery passion and sex and lust, one little gust of wind is enough to put that flame out, aka one argument, one disagreement, one interruption, things like that. So it's telling me that in the month of July, your relationship is going to be tested on whether your relationship can withstand, you know, an argument or withstand some sort of obstacle, or if it's just meant to be the indicator that you guys are not meant to be and to go on your merry way. Okay, I'm strongly getting that. And with the Ace of Cups being in your outcome position, it's looking like you and this person are going to overcome something. But I am getting somebody is going to feel like the last man standing in this connection, and their feelings are going to be hurt. And they're going to approach somebody and say, hey, look, I don't feel like I'm getting my needs met. I don't feel like you're really, you know, giving me what I deserve. I feel like I'm the only one doing any of the work, and someone who's on the receiving end will be quick to be, you know, defensive about something instead of looking at what's going on here. This person trying to open up their feelings. Okay, so what's your advice, Cancer? King of Wands, Leo energy. Now, with the King of Wands being your advice, this is the energy of maintaining your confidence. All right, maintaining your confidence, knowing what you want and going after it. All right. What's the overall energy for the connection? The Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Queen of Swords being the overall energy for the connection tells me that you guys are going to have a very important situation come up in July where you guys are both going to be faced with one of those serious conversations. Because if you look at the Queen of Swords, she's somebody that speaks her truth, even if her truth might, sting a little. She feels it's necessary to relay these messages. Okay, so it almost feels like somebody in the month of July, coming from their heart center with that King of Cups, is going to express how hurt they are about something in this relationship, and it's going to test the relationship on how the other person on the receiving end responds to that hurt, right? Like if someone comes up to you, Cancer, and says, I feel like you're not really communicating much. I feel like I'm the only one that reaches out. Do you not care about this relationship? And your first sign of defense is to block them and tell them to go pound sand. Lesson failed. That's not how you handle conflict with people that you care about. So I do feel like you and this person do care about each other, and you're going to be faced with a challenge, and it's going to, be a test in how much you guys want to be together. Okay? I hope you guys can't hear that lawnmower guy. He just now started. Speaking of interruptions, that's what I'm getting. Can an interruption so minor interrupt the flow of your relationship? Because even though that would interrupt other people who are doing a reading, I am able to get past it, without it disrupting my flow. I was just apologizing for you guys because I didn't want you guys to be bothered by the noise. So it's definitely telling me that this month you and another person are gonna have your relationship tested, and it's gonna be a cycle. You're going to complete a cycle together with that World card. But is that going to be the end of the relationship, or is it going to be the next stage of your relationship that happens next? Because it looks like you guys are going to level up your relationship if you pass this test. Why is the Strength card how this person feels about Cancer? I'm looking at this woman patching this quilt, Cancer. And quilts take a very long time to make. It requires a lot of patience, right? And if you think about a quilt, each patch is an indicator of, some sort of important event, some sort of important chapter in someone's life that they're piecing into this one quilt. This person is telling me that they've been through some challenges with you already. And that is just, it's building a quilt that's going to provide your relationship with a lot of warmth eventually. Make your relationship stronger. And I don't know if you've noticed it, but my throat chakra has been fully messing up since I started getting into your reading, and my throat was fine earlier. That usually happens with a blocked throat chakra. So that could be telling me that right now, as we speak, you guys are not speaking right now, and this person wants to speak in July, if this is someone that you've been dealing with for a little bit. All right. Clarify the Strength card as this person's feelings for Cancer. The Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is my talking stage card, but it's also my making a plan with someone card. It's my, all right, well, I guess I might have to choose a new direction card. Cancer hasn't showed up to pick me up. We were supposed to make a plan together. Cancer didn't show up. It almost feels like this person was left waiting for you to respond to a message, waiting for you to respond to a plan that they made with you. And if that's not the case, that could be vice versa for somebody here, okay? And then I got the Fool on the bottom, Aries energy. It's telling me that this person and you made a plan for some sort of new beginning, and they're still patiently waiting on it to take place, but they may feel like they're the last person standing. They're the last person that's even in the relationship anymore. And with you coming up with the World as your feelings and the Fool being here, that is a good sign that there is still more to come to the relationship, and someone's intuitively feeling like it's just best to pause right now. Just best to pause right now. Someone's not taking any quick action right now because they feel on an intuitive level that maybe now is not the right time to deal with something right now. For some of you, you guys dealt with a loss in this relationship. Like maybe you guys were dating each other and then someone lost a parent. Someone lost, you know, something important to them that caused them to want to retreat for a bit. Give me another card on how this person feels about Cancer. The Knight of Pentacles. They're still waiting on you guys to, you know, prepare for a future together. Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles thinks of the long term and is someone that, you know, takes their time preparing. And then the Five of Pentacles is on the bottom. So I definitely feel like someone here feels like in July you left them out in the cold, you know. And now remember, I'm reading this in June, so this hasn't played out yet. So if you're saying to yourself, I haven't left this person out in the cold, Baddison, remember it's June, it's not July yet. Okay, I'm just letting you know what to expect in the month of July and how to avoid it if you don't want this to happen. So let me get your feelings for this person. Why are your feelings for this person the world? You might feel like you guys live far away right now and that's what's the holdup. Maybe someone's needing to make a final decision to move closer to somebody. But if that's not the case, let's see. Why the World card? Why the World card? Why the World card for how Cancer feels? Seven of Pentacles, you're still waiting on them too. Page of Swords, you're watching them. Five of Pentacles, you're feeling the one left out. Oh, wow. You see how this, you know, you see how misunderstandings happen? This person feels like they're the last person standing in the month of July. And in the month of July, you're the one feeling like you were the one left out. So you both were feeling like the other was pushing the relationship apart for whatever reason. And that's why the Judgment card is showing me, you know, whoever's pointing a finger needs to look back at themselves. Because I feel like this Judgment card is telling me that the both of you in July are going to point the finger at each other for what is going wrong with the relationship. And Spirit's like, it takes two to tango. Two to tango, two people to fix something. So let me clarify that Ace of Swords. Because this is this person's intentions with you in July. They want to talk to you. Why the Ace of Swords? 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 The Fool. This person wants a new start. Page of Cups. They like you. If this is a new person, you guys were off to a good start and then something interrupted the early stages of you guys developing this new romance. And for those of you who are seasoned with each other, where you've known each other for more than a year or so, you guys were building something, you were building a connection, a strong bond, and then something interrupted it. Interrupted the flow. And it left you guys in a really wonky place, you know. Life happens, people start to drift apart with their busy work schedules, or other things happen and people don't, you know, report back what's going on, and another person feels like, well, I guess I'm not important enough to be reported back to, you know. I'm strongly getting somebody here that felt like the situation was put on pause or will be put on pause in July. So let's clarify the Judgment card. My cat Merlin won't make up her mind. She wants to come in, then she wants to come out. She's a Gemini. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Gemini that won't make up their mind on what they want with you. Why the Judgment card? Why the Judgment card in the blind spot for Cancer in this person in July? Eight of Swords, which is all about self-sabotage behavior. The Eight of Swords is getting stuck. The Eight of Swords is a self-imposed prison, mental prison. You know, someone may have overthought the situation, got way too in their head, assumed everything, assumed the worst, And we know what the 3 letters of assuming is, right? Someone may be acknowledging in July that maybe they were being a little bit of an A, you know, in their assumptions on what's going on, what the truth of the situation was. Whether you or this person, someone was assuming. And then there's the 7 of Wands. It feels like someone was or will be quick to pop off or get defensive when it didn't need to go that way. All right. The 7 of Wands to the 8 of Swords to the Judgment feels like in July, or it already happened. Remember that. These readings are timeless. Whether in July or before this, someone casted a judgment on somebody because they were overthinking something. And the other person was just quick to assume that it was best to just go into defense mode. Right? That's what I'm getting. I got person A came up to somebody and said, hey, I think that I am being left out. I feel like I'm being ignored. I feel like you're not even giving to this relationship anymore. And then person B was like, oh yeah, you want to point the finger at me? Well, I'm going to block you. And then this person's like, well, that's not how I wanted that conversation to finish. I was just trying to work something out with you, and you didn't have to get so, you know, defensive. Block. And then that's it. That's it. Like someone didn't even give it a chance to talk it out, or won't give a chance to talk it out. Someone just gets ice cold, puts their heart chakra on a bed of ice and says, nope, I'm not dealing with this. And now it's the energy of, all right, we need to talk. So in this person's behavior with you in July is the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is somebody that just feels battle fatigue, feels exhausted, feels wounded, but still doesn't want to give up. Why the 9 of Wands? Why the 9 of Wands? Why the 9 of Wands? The Hermit, Virgo energy. And the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles, Judgment. So this person's in the mindset of, I need to follow my internal compass. I need to follow my internal GPS on what to do here. I don't want to give up on Cancer, but I can't give up on myself as well. If Cancer doesn't want to work through this, I can't force it. My intentions is to communicate. My intentions is to have a new start. My intentions is to take a leap of faith, but I need to think this through first. I need to think this through. Or I need to withdraw my energy and hope for Cancer to, you know, communicate with me and resolve this so we can have our new beginning. It's the energy of letting fate take over. It's the energy of letting the universe take over the wheel with the Wheel of Fortune. And you've been getting the Wheel of Fortune card a lot, Cancer. And the Ace of Pentacles is that stable, rock solid connection I was talking about earlier. You know, a rainstorm isn't going to knock a friggin' thick tree down, but it will put out a friggin' fire pit. So if your connection is based off of sex and lust, it's not going to survive a freaking argument. But if your connection is rock solid, where you both genuinely care about each other and give a damn about whether there's a future, it can weather a storm. Give me a card on that Ace of Cups. Give me a card on that Ace of Cups. Give me a card on that Ace of Cups. Knight of Swords, communication. Fast communication. King of Wands, Leo energy. And your advice is the King of Wands. Some of you have Leo in your rising sign, and you're meant to be the one to take action. If you got Leo in your rising sign, that's your sign to take action. But if you don't, you've got this communication that's coming in. I'm also getting Venus and Moon placement. Okay, if you have it in your Venus or Moon placement. But if this is someone important to you, or for the cross watcher, if Cancer is very important to you, it wouldn't hurt to try and talk. You know, so much unspoken needs to be spoken. Okay, clarify that Queen of Swords. Again, I have to reiterate, you guys could be talking right now because it's the end of June, but this may happen in July, where someone's going to feel ignored or feel like the other person's losing interest, and they're going to approach their person and say, hey, I feel like you're not really there, you're not giving to the situation much, and the person on the receiving end will be like, very defensive and quick to just hit the block button instead of communicating their feelings or explain what's going on with them. You know, why the Queen of Swords? The Lovers. So talking whatever this is out in July is going to allow you guys to get to the good stuff a lot quicker. The good stuff a lot quicker. The Lovers is the energy of wanting to be affectionate, wanting to be cuddly with each other, wanting to, you know, just not fight anymore. It's the energy of, I can't believe we just had that stupid fight. I don't want to ever have that gnarly fight again, even though fights are going to happen again. That's how relationships are. There's always going to be conflict, but it's how you resolve conflict that matters. The Empress. Nurturing something. Why is Cancer's advice the King of Wands? And that dang weed whacker guy is back. I swear, this lawn care company is trying to test me. Why the King of Wands? Seven of Cups. Okay, look over your options, Cancer. Look over your options. Look at what's in good alignment with you and go for it with a lot of confidence with the Chariot. Cancer energy. And then I got the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Don't miss out on any good opportunities because of fear of speaking from your heart. Let someone know how you really feel, even if it's ugly feelings. Always express yourself, especially if it's someone you care about. So if you're in recent no contact with someone, Cancer, I will find out how they currently feel about you. But for zodiac signs in this reading, you could be connecting to a Scorpio. I've got Leo here. I've got Taurus here. I've got Libra, Gemini, and you could be connecting to another Cancerian. I also have Aquarius. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you're a girl. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, Cancer, the link to my website is in the description box below this video. Also, keep in mind every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live with the All Signs Their Feelings for You spread. The thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? I still deeply... rewind, learning how to read again. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I'm so sorry. Alright, that was for you, Cancer. I'll check back with you next week. Until then, love you guys. Enjoy your birthday. Later, Gators.